My name is Kishore. I am a PhD student in Mechanical Engineering Department. In your book Breaking India, you have made one Mr. Devanayagam thesis as reference in so many times, especially that Dravidian Aryan theory and all. Can you please tell more details on that?
Basically, this is book many books back, so I don't fully recall, but I'll tell you what I know, what I think I've said there. Basically, I've written the history of how the Aryan Dravidian starts with Max Muller and with Robert Caldwell, and then how for a while the church actually doesn't. A lot of Westerners don't accept it. It becomes accepted about 120 years ago only. It's kind of something that is to be taken seriously. And then in the rise of Dravidian politics, the Dravidian politics rise with this Dravidianization. Actually, the CIA plays a role. They take one young fellow, I've forgotten his name, who taken to Yale University and given a lot of publicity, and he becomes a kind of a fiery spokesman. Once the Dravidian parties start, then they start funding a lot of this identity engineering, It is not Christianized initially. It's just a secular kind of, reaction against Nehru's Hindi and kind of thing, It's more of a regional reaction. It is not yet Christianized. It is not co-opted by the Christian people at that point in time. Although Robert Caldwell was a Christian and he had started this whole ball rolling. So later, now the champions who are promoting this are, the church is very much behind it. So what got me interested is, I think it was 2000 and something, I've forgotten the exact year, there was a conference on history, South Indian history in New York. And Hillary Clinton endorsed it. I have it written, I have these details there. I got the flyer, and Hillary Clinton endorsed it, and their proceedings is very interesting. The whole thing is revised history of South India, the whole history of South India, and so I think there are a couple.
You told Lemuria theory.
Lemuria theory is there. These guys are there. There are many people there. Now, since all that has happened, much more has transpired. If I had the time, I would do a new edition. Because the characters are far more dangerous now. They've become more educated, better funded, well fed, and they are on the road fighting. They are not running away. So this battle of the Dravidian fault line and the Dalit fault line and the role of Christianity and the role of Western funding, the Western left and the Western right, is becoming more intense. So that's really what it's about. That's what my goal is to. I'm not taking shots at one individual. I use individuals to make a point.
Because you have several times you have referred that thesis.
Yes.
You told that it is not having any basis, and you have said that again and again.
Yeah, and also the St. Thomas.
Actually, I didn't get time to read the thesis.
Yeah. So also this whole St. Thomas is a fabrication that the archaeological people have said that. I mean, I've talked to many archaeological people, this business that this whole fabrication of St. Thomas coming here, and then he started all these things and they found his place, his actual archaeological sites and whatnot. There are no archaeological sites like that the Archaeological Survey is willing to certify. Even during the Sonia Gandhi era, they were not willing to certify that these are genuine, authentic archaeological sites. So I think a lot of history gets made up and fabricated, and this is an example of that. The whole Aryan theory, I think, is an example of that.